now tuned in to
Valley Views, a Valley Views SFB media production.
Yeah, this is Hector, your co-host here on Valley Views, and along with my co-host right here,
Diosi, hi guys, you're listening to KROJ 101.5 FM.
That's right.
And huge shout out to Blizzard from Take You There Radio, our DJ on Valley Views every Sunday morning.
Yo, it's Fernando. Shouts out to Valley Views, man. They played me on the station. I was like, let me make you a jingle. So this is my jingle I made for them. This is what I had to do. This is Valley Views. This is what I had to do. This is Valley Views. Got me singing like, eh, eh, eh. So what you want? Got me singing like, eh, eh, eh. So what you want? Got me singing like, eh, eh, eh. So what you want? Got me singing like, eh, eh, eh. So what you want? I wasn't tripping when I lost my job. No reason to lie to my mom. Now I've got 8, 9 to 5, y'all. I was like, right on, right on, right on. No work on weekends, eh? Waking up early, sleep at 8. I think I'm surely dreaming, eh? Just look at what Burns achieving, eh? 20 pro skater, I'm gonna grind. Not one opportunity I will decline. I show up early, jokes and truth, I jot in the rhyme. Chicano house to Omatsu now. Do a song with y'all in his papa's house. 818 to San Diego. Become a legend in the valley like Danny Trejo. This is what I had to do. This is Valley Views. This is what I had to do. This is Valley Views. Got me singing like, eh, eh, eh. So what you want? Got me singing like, eh, eh, eh. So what you want? Got me singing like, eh, eh, eh. So what you want? Got me singing like, eh, eh, eh. So what you want?
Oh yeah, folks. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending when and where you're listening to Valley Views. My name is Hector, the host here of Valley Views, along with our co-host and DJ. We got Diosi up in this house and DJ Blizzard. Hey, Blizzard, did you like how when earlier this morning I saw you over at San Fernando Coffee Company? I was like, hey, I know that guy. That guy is a DJ from 101.5 FM. Check it.
Yeah. Check. Yo. Hey.
Is yours? Do we have mic audio on that one too, or no? Oh. Here we go. Try it now.
Hey,
there we are.
hello everyone. Good
I promise
morning.
they were not sleeping. They were not sleeping.
We were here.
They're here. You know. But yeah, we ran into each other over at the coffee shop. You know.
Yeah, man. Honestly, it was cool because that never happens, and I go there every Sunday. So that was pretty cool to run into Hector, and I felt famous.
I was trying to beat you too.
Oh, yeah?
I was gonna call you, and I told Esme, "Hey, look, that's Blizzard already." You know. I was trying to beat you to it. You know.
Ready to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out San Fernando Coffee
You
Company.
know, they have a new spot in Pacoima, Van Nuys, and Laurel Canyon.
Yeah, I heard about
They're
that.
also opening up
Yeah.
in Burbank soon.
Burbank as well. So they're
Yeah.
expanding. San
Yep.
Fernando Coffee Companies all over San Fernando.
Yeah,
I
the other
love
day I
it.
went to the bank
Mhm.
in Burbank. Bank in Burbank.
The
and
Burbank Bank.
The Burbank Bank. And then I like
Banking in Burbank.
looked behind me. Oh my god, sorry guys if that was a little squeaky. But
It's
then
all
I
good.
looked behind me and I was like, San Fernando Coffee Company, what?
Oh, okay.
And so I
What's
was
that,
like-
that location at?
You know what? I know it was on Burbank Boulevard.
All right,
Okay.
all right.
And there was a Chase.
A Chase next to it.
Jeez, all right.
I'm horrible with directions.
Burbank, but I think
Yeah.
I work right there. This is kind of by the mall, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
But no, not that one.
Oh,
Not
okay,
that
the
one.
other Chase.
The other Chase.
Ah.
Like on the other side. More southbound, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll have
That's
to have to do a Google Map search.
Yeah, we'll look them up.
Y'all, but they're expanding. That's the point.
Yeah, no, that's
Good
awesome.
for
Yeah.
them.
Good for them.
Proud
That's
of you.
awesome. Yes. And we did the sound waves, community sound waves,
Yes.
and our first interviews that we did outside of the
Mm-hmm.
studio.
Yeah, that was so fun.
Yeah,
Oh,
big
no.
shout out to Brian and what do you call it? What I really enjoyed about the interviews out there in the coffee shop is one, it's like it's just good to be out in community,
Oh,
with
yeah,
other folks,
definitely.
of course. It's nice to like connect with Jesse and or just the different folks that we've been like connecting with,
Yeah.
But how'd you feel after that set over at Jesse's Grind and just the vibe over at Jesse's Grind?
Well, I want to say that this one was for sure the one with the most people.
Yeah.
And at first it was a little it gets like a little nerve-wracking in the beginning, but once I started seeing like people's heads bobbing,
Yeah.
it was all good. And everybody was just so like friendly, and the staff was like super hospitable. And yeah, it was just a great time, and everybody was vibing to the music. I was worried about them not liking the tracks that I picked, but they kept asking for more, which was cool. So
Yeah,
shout out to them, man.
Hey, Jesse was like, "Can we get more than an hour?" You know?
Yeah.
They definitely wanted. They were like, 1 hour is not enough. you know?
Yeah, no, we got to do a little party for them or something.
Yes. No, that's so cool.
And they just opened up a new location.
That's right. Well,
Or sorry, not opened up,
they're
but
almost there. They're almost there.
announced a new spot. So that's pretty cool.
Canoga. So I know Jesse's like been working so hard on that, and yeah. So that new spot. I mean, I'm just really looking forward to the vision of that come to life. Which Jesse really wants to turn that space into more of a community space too. You know,
Gotcha.
so not
Love
just like
that.
a spot where you come and get your coffee, but actually hang out. And opening it up too for like different community organizations, like meetings, whatever, events. So it's gonna be cool to see a whole different space.
So excited for that.
So yeah, it's another story of like winning, you know.
Yes.
Like Jesse actually a couple years ago when they opened up that spot, nobody at first they didn't even want to rent out a space to them, or like you know, like it was hard to get a lease.
Yeah.
And they went from that to Jesse now actually also bought the property. So it's not just like they're leasing a new spot. Like they own the property now
That's
too.
beautiful.
So it's really cool to see like the growth, you know. And I
Yeah.
remember Jesse's just selling years ago now coffee just straight up on a San Fernando outdoor market, just a pop-up tent,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, that's how
And
it
now they're
started.
working on their second location.
Yeah.
Like, how cool is that?
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, no, it's nice
Yeah.
to see
It's so
community
dope.
grow,
Yeah.
thrive. It's what we want, you know,
Yeah.
especially small businesses. It's like they're the heart of our community. They're
Big
what
time.
keep us going, and so when they're thriving, you can see like at least something's going right, you know.
Yeah, I feel like it's a win for all of us.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
So yeah.
It's also like keeps us motivated that like
Mhm.
if they could do it, like why can't we? You know,
Exactly.
like we always need those examples in the community, and like
Yeah.
it's beautiful to be able to be in community with them. It was such a great vibe.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen Michelle in so long, and
Oh,
so we
yeah.
actually were able to sit down and have a little chat, and Karen was able to come out
Yeah.
and surprise us as well.
Yep.
With Rafi, actually, he never comes out. It's just like really cool that he
that's
came,
awesome.
That's
grabbed a little
awesome.
coffee, but
Oh, that's great. That's
it
great.
was a really nice Sunday.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then big shout out to Ant, who also came through, and some of Soph's friends too. So it was really nice just to see a bunch of
Yeah.
folks that came through and hung out there with us, and and checked out the Jesse's Grinds vibes, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, it was really great. We're gonna have our guests in just a bit come in. They're already here in studios. What the intern crew's telling me. Big shout out to the intern crew that's here
Yup.
today. They're on spring break, but they're still here doing it. I see Caesar right there, adjusting cameras and everything. You know, Mr. Presidente Caesar and everybody else that's here. We got Soph also in the house today. I think Panda's coming in a little later, is what he
Yup.
texted earlier. But yeah, just want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to do a quick, what do you call it? Sponsorship, and then after that, we're gonna bring in Nisa Cruz, life and fitness coach, to talk to us a little bit more about what that life is all about. But with that said, I just want to do a quick shout out here to our sponsors, and then we'll be right back, y'all.
Valley Views SFV Media is sponsored by Superior Car Co., your cargo van and truck warehouse. For more information, you may visit them at www.superiorcar.net. That's car with a K. And Ira Hart, your local insurance agent, located at 13867 Foothill Boulevard, Suite 107, Silmar, California 91342. Phone number 818-362-1236. Ira Hart, your local insurance agent for all your auto and car insurance. And now, your Valley Views radio show, presented by Pueblo y Salud and KROJ 101.5 FM.
Yes, 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 folks. We're back. KROJ 101.5 FM. We're right here in the beautiful studio of thank you for housing us here. Pueblo y Salud does all kinds of great work in the community, positive impact, uh, tobacco, alcohol, prevention, support resources for our youth, for our community. Also out of here is the Cesar Chavez Commemorative Committee that March just happened. The Social Justice March just happened at the end of March as well.
We're gonna reconvene
Yay.
soon. Celebrate
And let's-
this week.
Oh
Yay.
yeah.
Did you guys get the email?
Actually, no. What,
Yeah, I haven't
what
seen an email yet.
Tell us.
Yeah. So this Wednesday, we're reconvening here,
Okay.
and I think it's like a potluck.
Okay.
So bring
Cool.
something, and yeah,
And celebrate.
Okay.
celebrate.
Yay.
We're celebrating and
Excited.
starting the conversations for next year because this is a yearly event. that we
Yeah,
do.
already
Yes.
32 years in the making, y'all. So on to
Wow.
33. And also want to thank our sponsor, Superior Car Co. Also, Ira Hart, your local insurance agent. Of course, Radio Link, KROJ, and Pueblo Salud, y'all. So we're here, and today we want to bring in our guests already, and we're talking about Anissa Cruz is in the house here with us. Valley girl, born and raised here in San Fernando. And not only that, she's also a life and fitness coach, and we're getting to know her, and we're going to get to know her all together here as well.
Yes.
We already told her she needs to coach us through this interview. So here we go, all right? But first of all, Anissa, one of the things we'd love to start off with is how is right here, right now, your mind, body, and spirit?
Right now, I'm feeling a little nervous, but I'm really excited to be here. This is like my first live interview that I've ever done, so
Awesome.
I'm really grateful for all of you guys for having me. And shout out
Welcome.
to Elvira, who also connected all of us. Hopefully, she's listening. But yeah, I'm feeling really good, feeling rested, and ready to talk to you guys.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. And tell us, so what's one of your fondest memories since you're here from the San Fernando Valley? What's like one of your fondest memories that connects you to just the Valley?
Oh my God, there's so many. I guess like one of my favorite things about living in San Fernando is the community that's here. I feel like it's so different from anywhere else that I go. I mean, I now live in Northridge, which isn't that far, but you can just feel the difference in the community over here versus over there. It's very tight knit here. Everybody knows everybody. And I just love everything that San Fernando represents, especially in the Latino community. It's beautiful. I love it here. And then I guess fondest memories. I do love that they do these San Fernando night markets now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's so much fun.
Yeah, and like, what about like, I'm just curious, what has been some of the biggest changes that you've seen? You know, like just growing up here, you
Oh
know,
my
because
gosh,
things are definitely
yeah.
very different, right? Than 10, 15 years ago, etc. But yeah, what are some of those things for you that you notice?
Yeah, I guess like I'm gonna go into like my own field. I think this is the most in the past maybe like 5 or 6 years that we've seen like fitness kind of like come up.
Oh, yeah.
Like this wasn't here before, especially when I was growing up. I think I remember finding the gym that I work out. Shout out to Uplifted Athletics. We are on Pico and Maclay. If you guys are looking for a group fitness gym.
Awesome.
But like I had never known that there were any gyms in this area besides what it used to be in Silmar. It's now Speakeasy, but it used to be
It's like
something else.
was it like a curve?
Oh, USA Fitness?
USA Fitness.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
That's actually
with
where.
the big sign too.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I used to go there.
Yeah,
Yes,
me too. That's how I
right.
started getting into fitness.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the only gym that I knew in the valley. So that's what's changed a lot.
Yeah.
Which is a beautiful thing. Yeah, we deserve it here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely.
That's true. There are a lot more now. Yeah, compared to when I was growing up here. So
Yeah, right.
That's
and,
huge.
and it's also like it's not like just your mom and pop, or like excuse me, it's your mom and pop ones, not just like the big box gyms.
Yeah,
you know,
which
That's
is
what I've seen
special.
A lot of.
Yeah, it's super special because I feel like here, I mean, I don't know how it was for you guys growing up, but like there was such this like negative connotation around fitness. So like, I mean, I would go into a gym and I was so intimidated. I didn't know where to start. So having these like small group fitness gyms that are owned by small business owners, you feel more safe. You feel like you can talk to the people there.
Yeah.
And you don't feel as like outcasted if you're not really into working out.
yeah.
Yeah, because you kind of build like definitely a lot of camaraderie with each other at these
Yeah.
places. Because again, like it's like the members are actually paid attention to. You know.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. That
It's
is
not
something.
like at Costco, right? You go scan your car, you're just a number. Nah.
Yeah.
No, for real.
Hey, me love my Costco. Though.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Costco. Hopefully you guys have yogurts. I got to go over that. but yeah, you know what I mean? But it's definitely a little different in that sense, you know?
And I think it's necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And speaking of necessary, so tell us a little bit about first the life coaching. I'm actually like very curious about that because it seems like that is for some like, you know, something that they need, you know,
Yeah.
it's a necessity as far as like getting through certain, you know, challenges or goals that they want to like really like deliver on.
Yeah.
But tell us like first and foremost, what is like? How would you describe what a life coach is?
I guess the best way that I could describe a life coach is having like your number one supporter in your corner who is guiding you, who is not telling you what to do.
Yeah.
I don't like to tell my clients what to do. I think that they already have the answers within them, but it's kind of just like pushing them and nudging them to get to where they need to be. And yeah, giving them that personal development and showing them like what they're capable of. I'm actually really glad that you're highlighting the life coaching, because everyone thinks like the fitness part is like cooler
Yeah.
than the life coaching part. But I think as we're realizing that our mental health in like not just in our community but all over the place, it's going down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we need guidance, we need people who want to support us, and that's not always the case, especially in the Latino community. We're taught to
Yeah.
like keep things in and not talk about things. And this space that I've created, which I'm really, really proud of, it's all women. 95% of them are all Latina, and this
Yeah.
is kind of the first place where they have been able to open up and talk about the challenges that they're facing and to talk about the goals that they want to achieve. I think as women too, I don't know if you can relate, but we're kind of taught to play small, and we deserve to go after the things that we want in this life.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, yeah, definitely. No, I mean, I love everything that you're saying, just because myself, like I've always been an active person my whole life, but I've, because of life things that have happened in life, like I've always kind of like diverted from my fitness journeys or from my like healing journey.
Yeah.
And they're so correlated that
big
like
time.
when you fall off of one, you kind of it domino affects the other.
True.
And so having somebody that is kind of like keeping you accountable,
Yes.
not just in those two aspects, but then like you bring in the life coaching aspect of it, and now you have someone kind of like, talking to you about business, talking
Yep.
to you about, so there's like so many aspects to it,
Yeah.
which I'm really excited for like you to talk more about,
Yeah.
like what is life coaching, because it's not just like positive self-talk or
Yes,
because
yeah.
people, they hear about a life coach and it's like, well, it's just like somebody being positive with you, and it's like, it's so much more than that. It's like
Yeah.
there's real life advice that comes with it. You've gone through classes, and you yourself, you said off air, you were saying that you had your own life coach
Yes.
before this. And so I would like to hear a little bit more on that, like what about your experience with your life coach kind of told you like, this is where I need to now take my fitness journey,
Yeah.
and like kind of merge the two,
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I started with I have had 3 life coaches. You got to find the one.
Yeah, it takes a while.
I do want to tell people
It's
that.
kind of like therapists,
Exactly.
It's like
I was
sometimes
literally
you
gonna
can't-
say
You
that.
have to have a connection, too.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I always feel
Yeah.
bad for people who have really like awful experiences with therapists.
Yeah.
Life coaching is still really new, so I haven't heard too many people that have had bad experiences with life coach, but I'm sure that's happened. So keep trying
Yeah.
to find the one until you can't, until you find the one. Yeah. But I remember with my first coach, who's still in my life to this day, she actually is a therapist who went into life coaching. She just thought that I had outgrown her, and she was like, "You need more," which that is a great sign when you have a
Yes.
coach, right? Like
Yeah.
they're not just trying to keep you, they're not just trying to hold you back and like
Yes.
just keep you as a client for the
Yeah.
money. She was like, "No, you deserve someone who is more experienced than I am and who can like really push you to
Yeah.
to that next level." So
awesome.
so my first experience with my life coach, I was in a really, really bad mental space. It was the beginning of COVID. I had not known what I was going to do because we weren't training in person anymore. I'm very community based. Like I need to be in community. So I can relate to everybody who was feeling it during that time in lockdown.
Yeah.
And I didn't know where to go. And I felt like I was becoming really stagnant. And yeah, you need guidance. That's kind of like that's why I wanted to start, is because I saw how much I progressed and how much I leveled up when I had this person in my corner who was constantly pouring belief into me. And she saw in me, and my coach now sees in me what I don't always see. Because when you're
awesome.
Yeah.
when you're in when you're in a really bad headspace, all you can see, I like to call it's like a fog.
Yeah.
Like you can't see past whatever's happening to
Yeah.
you right
Yeah.
now. You need someone to be like, "Girl, you're right there.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
give up.
There's a
Don't."
whole lot more on the other side of that
Yeah.
fog.
Absolutely,
You just
yeah.
can't see it yet. But
Exactly.
It's there. Yeah.
And like that belief that she poured into me, like it really built this confidence. But it wasn't just her, it was like her like coaching me and like reminding me of that power that I have within me.
Yeah.
So when I saw that happen for me, I was like, watching my clients in fitness like still struggle mentally
Yeah.
and not really get to the where they wanted to be in other areas of their life, in their relationships. Like
Yeah.
I've helped a lot of women, which I'm so proud of, like leave relationships, not even just romantic, but like platonic friendships
Yeah.
that like no longer serve them, but that's all that they know.
Yeah.
Again, you need that like other
Yeah.
person to be like, that's not for you.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you deserve better than that.
Yes.
Yeah,
And that's
so-
amazing.
That's dope. And so it's like really life coaching then is like depending on each individual. So it's very like tailored to each individual just because there's, you know, everyone's going through different things at different stages of their life. And like, what has been like for you, like, I don't know, like something that's super challenging that, you know, you've had to deal with as far as like helping one of your, you know, clients, but also like super rewarding because you were able to like get through it, you know?
Ooh, that's a good one. Oh,
Because I'm sure you've had plenty of those
yeah,
too, you know?
definitely.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm only in my 5th year, so I can only imagine
Only
what's
in your 5th year already. Come on now, girl.
I feel
That's
like
already like
yeah,
5 years. It's
definitely.
Like, I'm sure it seems like it's gone quick or not.
It does. That's why
Right?
I'm like, I feel like there's so much more to learn, which
Yeah.
is like something that I'm excited for because I see my coach who's been in the game for like 20 years, and I'm like, dude, the knowledge that she has is
Yeah.
insane. I guess like one of the more challenging like situations that I've been in that's happened pretty like not just with one client but with multiple clients is kind of this just like belief that they're not meant for more. Like their family has only done XYZ.
Yeah.
So that means that I can't go after whatever I want to go after, right?
Yeah.
So having to really like walk them through that, talk them through that. And also I do mostly like big group coaching. I do have some one-on-one clients, but for the most part it's group. So what's so beautiful about it is like they're watching the other girls in the group do these amazing
dope,
things.
yeah.
So it's like, oh, if she can do it, then I can do it too. So it's like a
Absolutely.
combination of all of those things. But yeah, that's probably one of the more challenging ones is like watching women play small when I'm like,
Yeah.
you can do so much
Yes,
more. So,
yes.
but it's like, it's constant work.
Yeah.
It's like
absolutely.
reconditioning.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, you-
Unlearning.
Yeah, unlearning. And yeah, that's just like you're doing, you know, God's work.
Oh,
'Cause,
thank
gosh,
you.
it's to you know, you can fall into healing in so many ways.
Yeah.
And like some people, you know, takes religion, some people takes therapy,
Yeah.
but some people like find that in the gym.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
find that in, you know, and it's like like I said, to have that like and to add that life coach aspect of like, you know, that additional guidance, it's so valuable. And
Big time.
and yeah, like what have been some of your like favorite moments, like maybe where you have like maybe you were helping someone but in the process you helped yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. Oh, that's really good.
And I'm gonna just real quickly here interject just to say our favorite station right here is KROJ. That's who you're listening to right here
Yeah.
on good old 101.5 FM here in the San Fernando Valley, y'all.
Yes.
We're right here listening to Valley Views with our host, with our featured guest, Anissa Cruz, your host here, Hector. We got DLC in the house. We got Blizzard.
Yo, yo.
But yeah, tell us about your favorite, Anissa, right
Oh
there.
my gosh,
Come
I
on
have
now.
so many. I guess like without saying too much, you always have to be confidential with my clients.
Yes.
I guess like one of the biggest things is watching women leave toxic job environments. Oh my gosh, that's my favorite.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like I have definitely been. I'm sure we can all relate. I've been in a situation
Yes.
where like this job is no longer serving me, but like I'm too afraid to leave because of the money and you need to live. And I've watched, oh my gosh, so many clients where they're like, I don't want to be here anymore. These like my manager is toxic, my coworkers are toxic.
Yeah.
I'm not getting anything from this anymore. And watching them have the courage to leave gives me courage. I'm like,
Yeah.
if they can leave a job that they've known for 10,
Yeah.
15,
Yeah.
20 years, like
Kind of risk it all. almost, in
yeah,
essence.
yeah,
Just-
definitely.
yeah.
And do something that's out of their comfort zone. Like that reminds me like, okay, like anything that I feel like no longer serves me, I can do it too. Like I can leave whatever
Yes.
is not for me anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are my favorite.
That's awesome. And I wanted to bring up the fact that I think it's really cool that you kind of, it's not just fitness, you know, because I think a common misconception with people is that like, oh, I just need to lose weight and then
Yes.
that's it. I'll fix all my problems, right? But when it comes to healing, it's like it's so many different little angles that you have to attack and work on to actually heal yourself. You can't just work out, be buff, and then bam, your problem solved. Like,
which is literally why I started going into life coaching, because I was telling you guys before we went on air, is I'm not your typical fitness trainer. I'm not really focusing on weight loss. I really want to help build confidence in the gym, but also build confidence from within.
Yeah.
But that can only go so far.
Yeah.
Because we're so like, our society is changing all the time.
Yeah.
The body image, like what's ideal, is changing every single moment.
Absolutely.
So like, how can you? Okay, I got to this point, and then like 2 years later, it's a different
you're
thing.
always playing like catch up in that sense.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No matter
yeah.
what.
And that could like break down like your mental health too, because you feel like you're never like that good enough, or like not that perfect enough, or whatever enough, you know?
Absolutely.
Just not enough.
Yeah. And then that's where I like come in, and I'm like, we're so much more than just our bodies. Like it's so, but then I go back to, but like, it's so important to take care of our bodies.
Yeah.
Like it's all one. Like we can't just take care of one and then leave the other behind. Emotional, mental health is so important.
Would you say that a life coach is someone who comes in and helps you find balance in your life?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And also helps you remind you like that everything, like, I mean, it's so overwhelming. We have so much going on in our lives, but just reminding you like everything that you're doing for your life, like your body, your mental health, your emotional health, is just as important. Yeah. So yeah, finding that balance for sure.
Because that's what I'm hearing. Like everything that you're saying, it's like it's about that balance, but like it's so hard to find balance when you're in the game, when you're in it, and you're so like maybe you feel like you're stuck, and then so, but yeah, like if you have somebody in your corner, like you say, you know, kind of giving you that encouragement and maybe that guidance and direction, then it's easier than if you're like just kind of in the dark figuring it out on your own.
Yeah, definitely. It gives you a sense of like, I'm supported.
Yeah.
I'm not by myself. I can do this. Especially when it comes to my group, right now I have about 14 women in there. They're so supportive of one another. It also,
it's beautiful.
Yeah, I think another reason, like one of my main pillars, is showing that you can be in community with women and there's no competition, no judgment. Like they just want each other to win. And I feel like
Love
our
that.
community would be so much better if we found more spaces like this.
Yep.
And do you feel like that happens? Because that, you know, that could be tough too, though, you know, because everyone has different like egos, you know, and so like, do you feel like that's something that's also like worked on to make sure that, you know, you kind of like, you know, really go true to that?
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, I get a lot of women who come into this group and they don't have faith in women friendships, and that makes me so sad. I mean, I've been very blessed to always have women in my corner, and I've had my best friends since I was like 14 years old to now. But there are a lot of women that come in that are like, I don't really trust women, or every time I'm friends with a woman, they betray me or they hurt me, and I don't really believe that this is possible. And then they come in, they're like, whoa, it's so different here.
Yeah.
But I also have a no BS policy. Like if I catch you being like weird or like gossiping or like talking bad about one another, we're cutting that off immediately. So I think that's also like you come in knowing that
good.
that's the standard.
Yeah,
That's good.
And so it's like part of like the setup and like the culture that you help to build. You
Yes.
know?
Yeah. It's in the contract. Like
It's in the contract.
Beautiful.
Right here.
That's awesome.
Line number 32. Check it out.
Exactly.
Bam. Don't be gossiping.
Exactly.
You out.
Yeah. No, but that's great because you know, I feel like there's a lot of times where people go in with good intentions, and then other people would just go in and kind of like demolish everything you just worked for. So that's good that you like, you know, kind of nipped it right there at the very get
You
go.
protect everybody in that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, it's a sacred space.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the things that we talk about are heavy. Like we were talking about, like it can get really heavy. We talk about trauma, we talk about things that go on in the family, we talk
Yeah.
about work stuff, we talk about so many things that it's a requirement. So that's also, if you guys are looking for a life coach, make sure that place is a safe space for you, that you don't feel like people are talking bad about you.
Yeah.
Because that's a red flag.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
No, that's again, it takes a lot of work. And like, what is it about like life coaching for you? I mean, you've done it for 5 years. You know, knowing that your life coach has been doing it for 20. But like for you, what has like kept you going over the last 5 years to like, you know, just say like, I'm still doing this. Because like when you're talking about it, you definitely have this shine, this glow, like,
Thank
you know,
you.
like you're into it, you know?
Yeah.
So like what drives you to keep doing it?
Oh, there. I mean, my clients. I get to be in community with women every week, every day of my life, and that is rare.
Yeah.
And getting to see the transformations that happen in them living the life that they're meant to live. Like they're making more money. They found a relationship where it's actually like it's reciprocal. They're going after their goals. Like I'm watching them in real time hit like go from I don't know if I can do this to actually doing it.
wow.
That's what really does keeps me motivated. And also being in my own life coaching group with my coach, I'm watching them too, and I'm like, oh, if they can keep doing this, and the women that they've helped, and men too, then I see the vision, and I'm not gonna stop, because if that's what I'm aiming towards, that's a beautiful life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome.
That's dope. That's dope. And that's not even the fitness part. You know?
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
love the fitness
You know,
part too.
The
Yeah.
fitness is again I mean, you do that. It seems like do you get a little where you merge the two worlds, where you have some fitness clients that are also you're life coaching them as well?
Yeah,
You have a
I
couple of
actually
those, or-
have like 3 or 4 that have become life coaching clients. And my coach says, she's like, your goal has got to be to get all of them in there, because they need it. I mean,
Yeah.
they obviously want to better themselves. You just got to take it to the next level. So
Yeah.
I'm gaining the confidence to also be able to switch them into those groups too. But yeah, it's been great to see the transformation from the ones who are fitness and then go into my life coaching programs. They're like skyrocketing, which is so beautiful to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so and what does it take just to be a life coach?
Yeah, I mean, it's still such a new career. I mean, my coach has been in it for 20 years. I was like, what was I doing 20 years ago? Like what? I mean, I was a teenager, I guess. But I was thinking about that, and I was like, there was none of this beforehand.
Yeah.
And I remember telling my mom, I don't know if she's listening. I remember telling my mom about that. She's like, you're gonna what?
Yeah.
Like people are gonna pay you. Nobody's gonna pay for
Right.
that. Like that's too expensive. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, just watch.
Yeah.
So mostly I am trained personally through my old coach and through my new coach now, and then also their certification. So I have a certification through NASM, and then there's also Jay Shetty, he has a course, I believe too, if you guys are familiar with him. And I think there are other people who have modalities that you can do it through too. And also I just met someone from CSUN University where they have an actual program for it now. So
Nice.
that's insane that it's now you can get a college degree and have literally
Yeah.
life coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
wow.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Mhm. So super new.
Yeah, that's definitely you're definitely a trailblazer in that. Right now
Yeah,
it seems
thank
like
you.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what just in general, as far as just to touch upon a little bit on the fitness side, because you've been doing that for a minute too. What is it about that aspect that for you seems like was the space where you belong?
I mean, I love fitness. That's my bread and butter. I know it like the back of my hand. I enjoy going to the gym. I enjoy, not all the time, but I enjoy working out, and it's fun. I teach group classes at Uplifted Athletics. I do group training mostly. I do have 1 or 2 one-on-one clients, but it's just fun. I get to laugh and train people for a living. That's the dream, and
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm going to work every day. I get to be around my coworkers. We're all laughing and having a good time.
Yeah.
And then again, why I also went into the life coaching space is I really get to know my clients on a personal level. They're like my friends. I tell them, I'm like, you guys see me more than my family sees me, for sure, because I see them twice a week for
Right.
months at a time. So yeah, it's been fun.
That's great. And how can folks that might want to link up with you or get more information related to the life coaching?
Yeah.
What's that process for you to take in new clients or potential new clients?
For sure. So my website is under construction right now, but I do have my old website on my page. You can follow me at Coach Anissa on Instagram, on where else do I have? TikTok. You can find me on there too. I don't have Facebook, unfortunately. But yeah, you can contact me through there, or through Instagram is probably the easiest way. Your email too is also connected to that. My coaching group. So my coaching group is called Metamorphosis. It is all about transformation. I take about the most I'll take is 25 girls. Right now I have about 14, and that launches every 6 months. So we just started our cohort was it end of February? So we're going until August. So yeah, so once August comes, I'll be starting up a new cohort, so they can reach out to me for more information about that. There is no age requirement there. I mean, it is women only, unfortunately. So yeah, there is a gender requirement because we do talk about a lot of women
Gotcha.
related
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna unsend that message.
Sorry.
It's
sorry.
okay. It's okay.
I know one of my guy friends, he was like, you should just open it up to men. And I tried. And I only got 2 guys to sign up. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, maybe it's just women that I'm attracting right now. So
I think we
they're
still
not
have to-
confident enough yet for that. You know?
We still have
So-
to break that little
That
barrier for
barrier.
men.
Yeah, I
We're
know.
trying. We're trying.
For
But
I think
sure.
it's happening, you
I think
know?
so,
Yeah.
too.
It's really definitely like, especially
Yeah.
with current events, like
Mm-hmm.
I think men are just like they're so frustrated and they have so much bottled up, and you
Mm-hmm.
know, they're speaking up in spaces, you know, that
Yeah.
that they weren't before. But I see it like amongst my male friends.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, me too. It's
and
pretty cool.
The conversations that are like coming up, even like I don't know if you guys tuned into the Panda Hour the other day, where it was Panda, Daniel, and
He had the techno, the
yeah, the conversation was like it was just so emotional, and they
Oh,
were
wow.
you know, but it's just like. I do see that like men do need it,
should
but
be.
Yeah.
It should
and I
be.
hope it's something that is you know you're able to do soon.
yeah,
that'd
for
be awesome.
sure. Or more men like you
More
guys
men.
could
Yeah.
start
Step
a
into
coaching
that.
group too.
Yeah.
yeah, that would be cool.
Because we do at the gym that I work at, I'm gonna keep shouting them out, they're great. We had like a women's event, and we did like I'm in charge of the mindset events. I mean, it's what I do.
Yeah.
And we had talks about doing an only men, like a men's only one, where they're talking about hardships and things that they're going through, because
Yeah.
it is necessary. And I think I've curated my TikTok feeds that where I am seeing more men speak out about their feelings and not
Oh,
just
wow.
surface level stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know that's not
great.
taught.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. You
Oh,
gotta
I
go
remember
deeper,
who it was.
you know?
It was
Yeah.
Alex Infinity.
Oh,
Alex
shout out.
Infinity.
Oh, that was like 2 weeks ago.
That was
I
like
think
2 weeks
Yeah.
ago.
Okay, yeah.
But they were talking about like just like what you're saying right now. But
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah.
No, that's awesome.
good.
Yeah, I need to listen to that. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
You
good.
should.
Folks are doing that. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And well, you know, we really appreciate your time here, Anissa,
I
and like
appreciate
just
you
being
guys.
here, and like you know, you're gonna have to do another tour here with us, and come back and like share a little bit more of like just what's going on out there. you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
I just started to feel comfortable, and it's
I
over.
know, right? Seriously,
That's how
what
it
happens.
goes.
That's
Oh
what
my
happens,
god!
you know?
I was like, oh, I could do this forever. We're
Yeah.
good. Yeah,
Exactly.
you guys are awesome.
But
Thank
I
you.
have
Thank
2
you.
questions for you before we
Yes.
finish. But one, like just the for you, what does community mean to you?
Oh my gosh. That's a big question. Community to me means support. It means love. It means empowerment. We as humans were not meant to do this life alone. If you look back at even just the beginning of times with cavemen, you were literally in tribes and stuff like that. Like if you look at our ancestors, like that's how we survived, right? And that's no different to this day. I believe that we are stronger in community, and also the resources that we gain when we are in community it's limitless.
Yeah,
So yeah,
absolutely.
empowerment, love, and support. That's what it means to me.
Beautiful,
Love that.
beautiful. And lastly, what words of wisdom do you want to leave our audience with?
Ooh, that's a big question too. I guess just like never giving up on learning more about yourself. Like we were talking about unlearning and learning about who we are. One of my favorite things that I've been doing in therapy is like really getting to know my past. And I used to have this like chip on my shoulder thinking like, oh, that doesn't define who I am. I didn't want to be perceived as weak because that happened to me, but it actually happened for me, and I'm really learning that has made me who I am, and I'm really proud of that. And I know that again, we're as Latinos, we are taught to like kind of bury that and not talk about that and like sweep it under the rug.
Yeah.
But there's so much power in knowing who you are and where you come from. And I just said this in my life coaching group today. It is not your fault that those things happen to you, but it is your responsibility to heal that and to understand that, not in like it's your responsibility, but more
Yeah.
like you owe that to yourself. You deserve that. So never stop learning about yourself, continue to keep growing, and know about your past, and don't let it necessarily define you, but let it empower you.
That's awesome.
Well, thank you for
Yeah.
bringing your energy and empowering us today.
You're welcome.
Right
Thank you for
here in
having
such a
me.
short time, you know?
Yes.
So with that said, again, we want to thank Anissa Cruz for being here with us, a life and fitness coach. We want to thank, of course, our sponsor, Superior Car Co., also Ira Hart, your local insurance agent, Pueblo Salud, and KROJ. We're going to take a quick, short little musical break. And at 11:30, we're going to do a pre-record interview that I sat down with Timothy Gaspar, who is running for LA City Council District 3, which is primarily the West Valley. He came in, we sat down and did an interview on like, what is his campaign all about? And so we're going to go ahead and play that pre-record at 11:30. And thank you to everybody who's continuing to tune in. And at 12 p.m., we'll have the one and only, the youngsters, y'all. The youngsters will have their show from 12 to 12:30, y'all. So with that said, take it away, Blizzard. We'll see y'all later.